Hello everyone, welcome to the chemistry class. Today I am going to start the rest portion of aldehydes and ketones. In last video, I have already discussed about the few methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketones. Clear? Now let's start with Stephen's reaction. In Stephen's reaction, alkyl cyanide is reduced. Alkyl cyanide is reduced in the presence of stannous chloride followed by acidic medium, means HCl. Clear? Initially aldehyde is obtained. On hydrolysis it turns into aldehyde. Clear? Stephen's reaction is a very important name reaction by which only aldehyde can obtain, but ketone does not obtain by this process. Now look at the board. In Stephen's reaction, initially the stannous chloride, what is stannous chloride? SnCl2. SnCl2 reacts with a hydrochloric acid, means HCl, and it turns into stannic chloride, that is SnCl4, which gives 2 moles of nascent hydrogen. Got it? Now with the help of nascent hydrogen, alkyl nitrile gets reduced, means 2 moles of nascent hydrogen. Clear? That means unsaturation cyanide turns into the double bond R CH double bond NH. This compound is called aldimine. Clear? And aldimine R CH double bond NH, which is hydrolyzed in the presence of acidic medium. Clear? In the presence of acidic medium. So this double bond is broken and oxygen is combined with this side, with this carbon atom, while 2 hydrogen combines with NH. So aldehyde or CHO is obtained and ammonia is released. Clear? This is the complete process of the Stephen's reaction. While converting alkyl cyanide into aldehyde, we can use direct method. Clear? Or listen, it can be used indirectly in conversion. Or alkyl cyanide, now first reagent is stannous chloride SnCl2 followed by HCl. Clear? And hydrolysis in the presence of acidic medium. So cyanide group turns into aldehyde, that is called RCHO. Listen, ketone is not obtained by this method. Stephen's reaction is only valid for aldehyde molecules. Now the next methods of preparation is hydration of alkynes. In hydration of alkynes means when alkyne is treated with a dilute and hot sulfuric acid in the presence of mercuric sulfate, means HgSO4. Clear? And it can be used 1% H2SO4 and 40% HgSO4. Then alkyne turns into carbonyl compound, whether it is aldehyde or ketone. Listen, for example, when we talk about ethine, ethine means CH triple bond CH. It is an unsaturated hydrocarbon. Clear? Whenever the unsaturated hydrocarbon is hydrated, hydration means reaction with water, and the reaction takes place in the presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4. HgSO4. Clear? Water gets ionized in the form of H plus and OH minus. Clear? This is called the symmetrical alkyne. What do you mean by the symmetrical alkyne? When the triple bond across the number of carbon atom are same, means the number of carbon atom are same across the double bond, that is called symmetrical alkynes. Clear? Means one side hydrogen and one side OH are added, then it forms CH2 double bond CHOH. This group is called vinyl group, and vinyl group is directly attached with OH, that is called vinyl alcohol. Clear? Which further reacts with water H2, then it turns into CH3, CH, OH, OH. I already told to you people, two OH group cannot exist with the same carbon atom. In such condition, this compound is called unstable molecule. In order to turn into the stable molecule, water is released automatically and it forms CH3, CHO. Ethyne, only ethyne gives aldehyde, rest all alkyne gives ketone. For example, when we talk about the propyne, CH3, C triple bond CH means water. When propyne gets hydrated in the presence of same condition H2SO4 and HgSO4, clear? Water gets ionized in the form of H plus and OH minus in order to form the stable product. It also follows Markovnikov rule. Clear? According to the Markovnikov rules, negative part is attached to that carbon atom which has less number of carbon atom. Clear? Means OH minus is attached to this carbon atom because of less number of carbon atom, less number of hydrogen atom, and hydrogen is attached with this carbon atom. So it forms CH3, C, OH, double bond, CH2. Clear? This compound further reacts with water H2O, means OH and H, it turns into CH3, COH, OH and CH3. This compound is called unstable molecule because of the two hydroxyl group are present in the same carbon atom. So the water is automatically removed from this compound and ketone is obtained. Clear? We can use this method in conversion as well. Clear? Only the most important point, the ethyne on hydration in the presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4 gives aldehyde, while other alkyne gives ketone because alkynes form Markovnikov rule. Clear? Now the next methods of preparation from ozonolysis. Ozonolysis is a very important, means ozonolysis means reaction with ozone. Clear? To form aldehydes or ketones. Alkene is ozonolized. Clear? When alkene is ozonolized, then initially it forms ozonide because ozone is directly attached to alkenes across the double bond. After hydrolysis, it turns into the carbonyl compounds, whether it is aldehyde or ketones. Clear? For example, listen, when CH2, CH2, when ethine is ozonolized. Clear? Means ethene is ozonolized. Ethene reacts with ozone. In the presence of ozone, double bond gets decomposed. Clear? Then CH2, CH2. Got it? Ozone contains 3 oxygen atoms, and these 3 oxygen atoms are attached across the double bond of alkene like this in cyclic manner. Clear? And on hydrolysis, in the presence of acidic medium, in the presence of zinc, this bond, carbon to oxygen and oxygen to oxygen bond, is broken. Clear? Means water, in the presence of zinc, water combines with this oxygen to form hydrogen peroxide is released as a byproduct, while it forms CH2O and CH2O. 2 moles of CH2O. And 2 moles of CH2O, it can be written as 2 moles of HCHO. Clear? And HCHO is called formaldehyde. What is called it? Formaldehyde. And its IUPAC name is methanol. Clear? Suppose that this alkene is given CH3, C double bond CH2. you have to ozonolize of this alkene. Clear? Means this alkene is reacted with ozone. Clear? I already discussed. Means in the presence of ozone, double bond gets decomposed. Clear? Means CH3, CH3, C and CH2. Double bond decompose. And across the double bond, oxygen atom of ozone are attached in cyclic manner. Clear? Which is reduced in the presence of zinc and hydrolyzed in the presence of acidic medium. Carbon to oxygen, oxygen to oxygen bond are broken, and this oxygen combines with the water to form hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. Clear? Listen, this forms CH3CO CH3, and this valency forms double bond with this carbon and oxygen atom. Means it forms CH3, CH3, C double bond O. This compound is called acetone. Acetone is obtained, and next compound CH2O. CH2O, it is called HCHO. Means formaldehydes are obtained. Means ozone, with the help of ozonolysis, carbonyl compounds are obtained, whether it is aldehyde or ketones. It depends on the given alkene. Now the next method is from fatty acid. Fatty acid means carboxylic acid. Clear? And in the presence of carboxylic acid, we use manganese oxide MnO at 550, approximate 550 Kelvin temperature. Clear? Means in the presence of manganese oxide and 550 Kelvin temperature, decarboxylation and dehydration are taking place. Clear? For example, like HCOOH, when we use 2 moles of formic acid. Clear? And this is heated in the presence of manganese oxide, 570, approximate 550 Kelvin temperature. In the presence of manganese oxide and 550 Kelvin temperature, decarboxylation and dehydration takes place. Decarboxylation means removal of carbon dioxide, and dehydration means removal of water. Clear? Means carbon dioxide is removed and water is removed. Clear? So carbon dioxide and water are removed as a byproduct, and here HCHO means formaldehyde is obtained. Clear? In the same manner, when we have taken the different carboxylic acid apart from formic acid, like acetic acid, in the presence of manganese oxide, 550 Kelvin temperature. Clear? Carbon dioxide and water are removed. Clear? And here CH3CO CH3, CH3CO CH3 means ketone is obtained. The one important point, if you want to find the aldehyde, then 1 mole of formic acid is mandatory. Clear? If you want to form the ketone molecule, clear, that means it is necessary to absence of formic acid. Listen, in order to form the formaldehyde molecules, formaldehyde or any aldehyde, formic acid is important. Means for aldehyde, it is important the presence of formic acid, but in case of ketone, formic acid means absence of HCOOH is not used. Clear? For example, suppose that we use a mixture of carboxylic acid, means ethanoic acid and methanoic acid. Clear? Means formic acid is used. Then in such condition, aldehyde is obtained. Clear? How? Carbon dioxide is removed, in the presence of manganese oxide and 550 Kelvin temperature. In such condition, carbon dioxide is removed and water is removed. Clear? Now CH3CHO means CH3CHO aldehyde means ethanol or aldehyde is obtained. And the next method is calcium salt of fatty acids. When calcium salt of fatty acid is distilled, means for example like calcium formate, and the formula of calcium formate is CaHCO whole twice. For example, it can be written as OOCH. Clear? HCOO whole twice. When this calcium as formate is distilled, clear, then 1 mole of calcium carbonate CaCO3 means calcium carbonate CaCO3 is removed, and HCHO means formaldehyde is obtained. Clear? Listen, the most important point in this condition, when we use calcium formate, means it is a part of formic acid. Clear? Calcium formate is used in such condition, aldehyde is obtained. Apart from calcium formate gives ketone, for example like calcium acetate OOCCH3 and the formula of calcium acetate is CH3COO whole twice Ca, but this compound can be written as, clear? So when this compound is heated or distilled, then 1 mole of calcium carbonate is removed, calcium carbonate, clear? Then it forms CH3COCH3 means acetone. It gives the mixture acetone. Got it? Clear? Listen, the most important point is if you want to find the aldehyde, then it is important the presence of at least 1 mole of calcium formate. Clear? When we do not use calcium formate, then we obtain acetone or any other ketone. Clear?